Hey guys, Dr. Berg here. I want to answer the question, will vegetables slow your ketosis? And this is a common question that I keep getting over and over again. Typically, no, okay? Especially if you're going to avoid certain vegetables, like, of course, corn and maybe beets or carrots. Okay, but if we actually eliminate those, no, you do not have to worry about the vegetable family. In fact, I've never run into a problem with it. In fact, most traditional ketosis diets does not differentiate the type of carbohydrate. So they're always just saying, well, just have your 50 grams of carbohydrate. But what I want to recommend is that you try to get your 50 grams from the vegetable family. And you can even go higher than that if you're just doing like leafy greens and bitter vegetables that are not very sweet, and celery, things like that. So typically on a ketosis diet, you want about 50 grams, but if your metabolism is really slow and maybe you're a little bit older and you've destroyed your metabolism in the past, you might need to go down to 40, 30, or even 20 grams of carbohydrate, okay? So you might want to go lower. But the other thing that you might want to do if you're having difficulty is count the total carbs on the label, not the net carbs. And the net carbs are basically just take the total carbs and minus the fiber, because sometimes these fibers can influence the blood sugars even though they're insoluble on some people. The other thing is that I want to talk about is that I really recommend that you consume vegetables with a ketosis diet simply to prevent a fatty liver, because you're going to be dumping all this fat out of the body. It's going to be burned, and you're switching from one fuel source to the next. And so if you don't consume the vegetables, it could actually end up with more fat dumping in the liver. So you want to keep the vegetables very high, and you don't have to worry about vegetables if you're trying to get into ketosis. All right? Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please click the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.